So, I've been trying to make a new video for you guys, but it's been a lot more difficult than I've been wanting it to be, I guess you could say. And so I figure I can't make a video, or at least sit down and make a video. Then let me at least just do a quick little live while I walk the Jibster. I'm sure if you guys don't know, the Jibster is my dog, Liberty. Liberty, say hi. But yeah, I guess this is going to be like a little prequel to my bipolar ADHD video. And I am sorry if it's too windy and you guys hear a lot of it. I promise you will enjoy the actual edited video that I'll be posting soon. But in the meantime, I don't have much time, so this will do. But anyway, I think lately my bipolar has been, I wouldn't say like a crazy roller coaster, but definitely a little wild. Not too crazy though. I've had I'd say about 2 weeks of downs, and right now I do feel like I'm in a stable place. But at the same time, it also feels like, stay. It also feels like perhaps I'm nearing that high. For those of you that know what that's like, you understand. For those of you who don't know, basically, us bipolar people get into this manic state where we become a little more compulsive and risk-taking and, a lot more full of confidence. And so that's just one of the things that I deal with. I wouldn't say on a daily basis. I'm glad it's not on a daily basis. But then I don't think it'd be bipolar. Usually bipolars are episodes lasting more than I think it's like the actual diagnosis is more than a few days for each episode, whether it's manic or depressive. I obviously take medication for it, and it helps. It's definitely much better, much more under control than before. The only issue with me taking medication is my ADHD, for those of you who don't know, since it often makes me forget a lot of things. And it's silly things, like putting back the ketchup in the fridge, stuff like that. But unfortunately, medication being one of those things. And so sometimes I'll go 1 or 2 days, sometimes even 3 days without taking my medication. And depending on the mood that I'm on, if I'm in a depressed mood, then it'll just prolong it longer. It'll just prolong it. If I'm in a manic state, then it'll prolong that as well. And so it feels like walking on a tightrope, Hi, Lori. How are you? Can I like your messages? Oh, I don't think so. Ask. And again, I apologize for any background noise. and the lighting. I'm outside, so obviously the best conditions. Anyway, what was I? Oh yes, the ADHD. So it'll cause me to forget things, and yeah, it feels like I'm walking on a tightrope. Just constantly trying to balance my mood. Hi, random. How are you? If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. Hi, Kyler. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I was just talking about my bipolar and ADHD. Yes, you were. And here's the Jibster for those who haven't met her yet. Liberty. Oh, come here. No. Come here. Stay. Say hi. Yeah, we're going on her much needed walk. It's been a busy day, and I just got home not too long ago, so just going on a walk. I'm not going anywhere special. Thank you. I don't have much time, but the least I can do is give her her proper walks, or at least try to, right? Thank you. And I'm from Guatemala. I guess. Hi again, Lori. I wish I could send those little emojis that you guys send, like the little waving. That'd be so cute. There's someone behind me. As a girl, we always have to be watching our back and looking over our shoulders because unfortunately I've always, well, not always, sorry, I can't say always, but I've had, a few incidents where it was very concerning to say the least. Obviously, it's not all strangers that are going to do something bad to you, but it's the few that ruin it for the rest of us. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay though? How do I move this thing? I guess I can't. Is it covering my face? We're gonna end that for now then. You guys should send me questions so I can answer them. Pasol? What's Pasol? My day has been very, very busy. Mostly work, unfortunately, and commuting, especially since my work days are 10 hours long. And then commuting on top of that is another 2 to 2.5 hours long. So that's 12 to 13 hours of my day just gone. But at least I have one day off, right? But anyway, how's your day? Come on, everybody. Yeah, 10 hours. Yeah, it is what it is. I actually messed up today though because I got a little hyper focused on something I needed to do at work. And so I ended up staying an extra 10 minutes by accident. Oh well, it is what it is. Which caused me to then miss my first train and then have to wait an extra 20 minutes for the second train. But oh well, it is what it is. Uh, it's usually not stressful. It's more draining. But I think that's only because I just do too much. Honestly, I think it's a me issue. Like, I just drain myself. Yeah, one piece of advice for anybody that's working is don't say yes to everything. Don't say yes to, to constant responsibilities that they try and add on to you. It doesn't really do any good for you. Nobody's ever going to acknowledge you about what you do and, you know, give you raises or anything like that. They're just going to, the good workers always get more work and the bad workers get more raises. That's usually how it goes, unfortunately. Don't stress yourself out. Just do what you have to do and keep it moving. All right, Lori, have a good night. Take care. I hope your arm feels better. Bye. Anyway, what was the last thing we were talking about? There's people here. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. I had to maneuver my way through various tight crevices. Unfortunately, some people aren't mindful and they'll park on the sidewalk. But yeah, all right. So we were on the ADHD topic. Kind of forgot what I was saying though. I think it was the medication. Yes, bipolar, ADHD. I think I already stated that sometimes because of my ADHD, I end up forgetting to take my medications, and then that ends up prolonging my mood swings. And that it feels like, constantly trying to balance, almost like walking on a tightrope. Unfortunately, that's just the way things are, and I just have to try and do better every day, right? It's the only thing you can do. Stay, wait, go. But anyway, I'm about to be home, and I'm about to go to bed because it's late. I'm tired. So I will talk to you guys later. And I will definitely be following up on the videos that I promised. I'll make an actual high quality video talking about the bipolar, the ADHD, and I will be making another hypnosis video. I promise. And I'll probably do some other reaction videos. But post on the community board. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want, and I try to get to them as quickly as possible with the very little time that I have. Anyway, see you, lovelies.